And good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you tonight to the meeting of the Woonsocket City Council. My name is Stephen Morrow, and this is the City Council pre-show, which is brought to you by 3 different organizations that bring it from here to your living room each and every single City Council meeting. And those that help us out are the City of Woonsocket, along with Cox Cable, and our friends at Jacob Video and Sound. Tonight's topic is going to be Autumnfest. As if you haven't guessed by all the jackets from behind me, we are going to be having an Autumnfest this year, aren't we, guys? Yeah. And to talk about Autumnfest, we're going to be talking to a few special people tonight. The first next to me is someone that you recognize. It's Tom Ward, publisher, owner, and City of Woonsocket native, right?
Absolutely. Officially, I was born in Woonsocket. Woonsocket born and bred, playing that.
Great. And you stayed involved in Autumnfest. Do you happen to remember what your first Autumnfest was? How old you were and what you thought of Autumnfest?
Yeah, I would say, okay, Mr. Youngin, I was hard at work. I was working for the Woonsocket Call. The first Autumnfest game. Roger Beach, as we all know, was the father of Autumnfest, was a classmate of mine in NHL. So I was near and dear to it as it began, and Roger's inspiration got started. And I was around the first year working for the Call as a photographer. I remember working pretty hard at it because I don't think anyone quite knew exactly how big it was going to be.
Right.
And when it turned out to be as big as it was, we all fired on all cylinders, worked all weekend, tried to get lots of pictures for the paper, and worked pretty hard at it. We had a lot of fun too. It was really exciting to see such a great thing in the city of Woonsocket.
And as you've developed Valley Breeze, as you're going along, you're still able to get back to Autumnfest, aren't you?
Well, we do what we can, and we've always given this extensive coverage of stuff. And you know, it's funny, you're saying to me, but we've got this special section we have every year. And if people don't know, Steve is very much as big a part of that as anything I do. But I came up with an idea a few years ago where if we did something different, you know, sort of a magazine style, and really gave it a lot of work. And I also have to commend Paul Dubois, who also was with me at that first Autumnfest with the Call. Has worked very hard on it for many, many years. You know, I sat down with Paul and said, we want to do something really comprehensive. We've got some pretty good files, we've got some photos, and we'd like to come up with a product where we can give something back to Autumnfest. And so in the last 2 years, we have been able to do that. Turn over the mayor magazine to the Autumnfest steering committee, and I know they always put it to good work. So we're happy to help. We're glad we can do that.
So how long has, now Autumnfest is on its 33rd year, isn't it?
Yes. My understanding, yeah. Third of a century.
And have you heard anything about this year's Autumnfest, who the entertainment's going to be or anything like that?
I don't have any top secret information, no.
Yeah.
They don't let me know that.
Yes.
They keep me.
Yes.
Excuse me, I have some top secret information.
All right.
Oh, good. Well, let's
Why don't you see if I can get Rachel here.
Hi there.
All right, hi, how are you? If everyone doesn't know, this is Rachel LaRuda, who's the parade chairperson, right?
Yes, I am.
And what do you have to say?
One of the things that we have top secret every year is the parade committee presenting to the steering committee our suggestions for Grand Marshal. And the steering committee then votes and comes to a decision as to who Grand Marshal will be. And it is my proud honor, on behalf of the steering committee, to announce that this year's Grand Marshal is none other than Mr. Tom Ward.
Oh, come on. Gosh, what an honor. Oh, and what a shock. Bruce, I guess you knew.
Your first thoughts?
I'm honored. That's my first thought. This is not something I was expecting. You know, the people here at this table, and we do so much work. I mean, we just do our little things in the media. You know, Steve, you're such a big part of it, too, to do what we can to help make it as successful as possible. But at the end of the day, really, we do so much year in and year out. And I'm honored. This is a wonderful thing, but, you know, my hat's always off to the steering committee. So much work all year long. But if you got to put someone in the car, I'm I was just saying, my wife's going to be away there. I have a feeling something's going to happen.
We're getting a little worried about that.
Something's going to change.
We're getting a little worried about that.
No, it's not, we'd already discussed it. We're good. But anyway, thank you very much. This was not expected at all. You kept a good secret. You kept a good secret. So I'm really quite surprised, actually. So thank you. That's all I can say.
Let me be the first to congratulate you as well. Stay right here. I'm going to ask Tim Paul to come around the other side of the piano. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what goes into coming up with those names and how you finalize the names?
The parade committee, which Rachel is the chair of, is also vice chair of the Autumnfest committee this year, comes up with several different names of people that in the community that have given back to the community, not only Woonsocket, but the whole Blackstone Valley, Bellingham, Blackstone, Cumberland, Lincoln, North Smithfield, the whole Blackstone Valley. And we need somebody that exemplifies the community and what Autumnfest is about. Autumnfest is part of the community, and so is Tom Ward. He's done a lot, not only for Autumnfest, but there's the things that he's involved in, just amazing. You go down the list about the organizations and events that Tom gives his time to. So we decide at that point to break to the whole steering committee, and we decide over it and take a vote on it. And this year it's Tom Ward as our Grand Marshal. And again, congratulations, Mr. Graham.
As I said, I'm honored. I'm flabbergasted. I did not see this coming. So it's going to take a minute to get in and settle in, I think. But I'm sure I'll be excited when I get home and tell my wife, tell my kids. They'll be all excited. So, and I am too. So thank you very much. Thank you all.
And so what are Tom's duties now throughout the next month or so?
He's going to be very busy.
A little bit closer in.
Well, one of the first duties is next month we have a Grand Marshal reception. I'm not positive of the date.
It's
Tuesday before.
Tuesday or Wednesday, and I know that you're going to be going on a trip and coming back that Tuesday. So
Is that right?
You folks probably want to plan on Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Well, he must show up at that, have a great time. He's going to have to say a few words.
You're going to have to check on it.
We need to do a lot to make sure. Let's show up at the Autumnfest, to be there, just the honorary Grand Marshal, the Grand Marshal, actually, the honorary guest of Autumnfest, and of course, there'll be a parade with his own vehicle and his own special seat, watching the parade go by.
That's great. I've been so many years, I've had to, like Bruce, we take pictures all the time, and sometimes they'll say, Bruce, I got it this year, and so it'll be different. I guess I can't take the pictures.
No.
Bruce, you better mark your calendar, Bruce. But again, thank you so much. Completely unexpected. I know some of the people that have preceded me, I hold them all in very high esteem. So to be among that group is really quite amazing.
Why don't we go over some of the names of that group that we were talking about?
I can't remember every Marshal.
Geez, it goes back to Charlie Bordell, Noel Vincent, Lorraine and Jane Cloutier, Roger Bouchard, Dave Soucy, Richard McKean. He's 33, I have to remember.
Yeah.
There you go, Dave last year's.
Oh, okay. Well, started with Gussie Jr. That's where it began. It's got Roger Beechen, of course, John Chan, Bob Billington, Charlie Baldelli, John Gregory, Cloutiers, Ray Bacon, Gary McLaughlin, Rich Lapine, Paul McLean, Grand Marshal on the 30th anniversary, Dave Soucy, Roger Lavierre, Charlie Paper, and so many on and on. Muriel Bodet, my goodness, just go Kate Karen, let's go down the road. And as I said, these are all wonderful people, and it's really an honor to be here.
Great. Well, that's congratulations. Anyone else have anything they'd like to say? Congratulations. Great. While we finish up here, before the meeting goes on, I actually have a bio that was written for you, of you. This was presented to us by your brother, John.
Maybe it's my open.
So don't get too embarrassed as we go down the list here.
I kept the secret.
Yes, you did.
Tom Ward was born on September 1st, 1953. He was living in Cumberland, North Smithfield, and finally Woonsocket when he finally moved on October of 1962. Tom is one of 10 children of Simone Ward and the late Dr. Ramar B. Ward. He attended St. Joseph's Elementary School as well as Mount St. Charles Academy, graduating in 1971. Correct me if any of this
That's
is
all
right.
right so far. Blame him.
Tom attended Rhode Island College. He graduated in 1975 in all things with a degree of biology. Now that changed, didn't it?
Go figure. Yeah, well, it was challenging. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew I wanted something a little bit tougher. So I did that. As luck would have it, my story is that as you're leaving college, sometimes you take what they call gut courses, easier classes, you're on the way out. One of mine was photography. It was my brother John's camera, and I said, can I borrow this for a semester? And I did, and fell in love with it immediately. 2 years later, got the job as a photographer at the mall, a couple of photo awards, and the rest. It's funny how
Yeah, I don't need this anymore.
career paths go. But that's what it is.
And tell us a little bit about your history since you started the Valley Breeze right in your living room.
Well, that was more than I had actually left the fall, I don't know, 1980, and gone to the Fall River because the reason really was not that I wanted to leave the fall as much as I managed to there, and I had 3 small girls. And Fall River was a regular 40-hour week, and a little bit longer a drive, but it gave myself and Karen the time to work a little crazier with off shifts as a nurse, but not have our kids in daycare. Not that I put it down, but it was lucky that we were able to flex it together. So Fall River was a great 5 years, but technology sort of made it possible. Basically, to put it in a simple form, we were a 4-person leadership which was the previous 150 years of the hospital. But specifically the Macintosh technology that allowed people without a lot of resources to try to do something open and come alive, and that's what it started. Now it's like a little bit at a time, one foot in front of the other.
I know you have to go home and adjust. I also know that you've won, a lot of awards for the Valley Breeze and all the work that you've done in all the different communities that you serve. Being from Woonsocket, being from a place where people still call you Tom, is that more special because it's come more from the heart?
I've always been people, as long as I can remember, 25 years. I identify with it for a lot of very strong reasons. When I look at the number, when I look at what goes on at Christmas around here with the Dodger family and stuff, I know behind the scenes how much money is donated. When you're asking for the Dodger family, and I say there is no more generous giving or wonderful giving in this pocket. I believe that I've never seen anything. There's nothing close to it in Cumberland or Lincoln or any other town that you might think might have better resources. Woonsockett's the best resource in this heart, and I've never seen anything to change that. It's just an amazing community, and it should hold their head high forever, because everyone who comes here should hold their head high with great sense. But all I can say is it's a great time.
That's all you need. Thank you very much for joining us. Nice job, Committee. Good choice. And now it's time to go from one ward to another ward, so I turn the TV cameras over to Council President John Ward at the beginning of the Woonsocket City Council. Thank you. I have a job still, right?